Hi, the date is the 11th of June, 2026, and I was laying in bed and I had the idea of brain chemistry maxing, which is where you just try to get as much dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin out of your brain through whatever means possible, if you're not hurting anyone else. Like, you can hurt yourself a little bit because even though we only have one life, gotta live it to the fullest. But beyond surviving, there isn't much, how do I say this? There isn't much more. Like, us as humans were made to survive. And what do you do when you get to the point where you already kind of have that ability? And I guess it's a privileged position to live in a country and have a stable job, but like, once you've achieved surviving, what's after that? You try to have experiences and have and live your life to the fullest, which is just having lots of different experiences, which is just activating lots of different brain chemistry. So why not just do that to the fullest and not worry about anything else? I've been the my articulation might not be as good as previous videos because I haven't slept in like a while, but I've also been laying in my bed for the past like week, like not doing anything, just laying there, watching shows, dopamine maxing. I roll out of bed every once in a while, crawl into the car, and then drive to the supermarket to buy some junk. And then I know it seems like I'm destroying my health, but I just don't see the point anymore. Like, what is the point of striving for further when, like, let's say I want to be successful. So I get on my computer and I launch a business, and then the business is successful and I have a lot of money now. I just get a lot of dopamine from that. Why not just stay in bed and watch reels on my phone? I get dopamine from that too. One, dopamine I just worked harder for. So I get that sense of fulfillment. But if you, like, what's the point? Like, if you just remove your desire for that sense of fulfillment, then you can just kind of just like feel good all the time. And not that I don't feel bad about doing nothing and just laying in my bed and watching shows and eating junk and all of that, but I can't feel the motivation or see the point of doing anything else because I tried. And you can see in my previous videos, I tried to date, I tried to be successful, I tried all of this stuff, but in the end, I was just chasing a feeling that I can get by doing nothing. And I'm chasing it like in a really difficult way, you know? And then I get hurt when I don't achieve it and I feel like rubbish. And so where do you even go from there? And then I just keep trying and trying and keep messing up, getting hurt. And then it's just like, well, have you heard of this new idea called just enjoying your life? And I don't know if it's fully enjoyment because I have those retrospective moments where I'm laying there and I'm like, what the hell has my life turned into? Like, what am I doing? But it's also like there's no pressure anymore. There's no, I need to be this, I need to be that. I'm just being, I mean, I wouldn't say in the present moment, and it does feel like I'm kind of numbing myself down. but I'm not unhappy. And even though, even if the unhappiness comes from smoking even if the happiness comes from smoking and substances and all of that kind of stuff, it makes me feel better. And if I'm supposed to go through life completely sober, trying to achieve everything, not feeling good while doing it, what is that even living? Like, if I'm going to live life, I want to have a good time. I want to feel good. And I don't really know how I feel about this because it kind of just happened. One morning I woke up and I just lost all motivation and I just laid in bed. I don't know what it is really, but it's not the worst experience. And I can tell that my health is taking a massive toll, but in terms of how bad I've felt over the past while, it's not the worst trade-off in the world. And now that I'm making this video, I'm starting to kind of question it a little bit more. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it kind of sounds like I'm just being an addict and a bum. But, why am I supposed to go back into the real world and keep chasing all these things that are just so hard to get? And then when I don't get them, I'll feel bad. When I'm trying to get them, I'll feel bad. And, like, just something I've been thinking on. I don't know. It doesn't seem sustainable. And I can, I've been smoking so much, I can feel my lungs, drying up. But I don't know if I have, I don't know if I have it in me to keep trying again. It's just so easy to just lay in bed all day, do a little bit of work so I can get my paycheck, and then just bum out for the rest of this time. But yeah, that's kind of where I've been at. Feeling really sad lately, but just thought I'd talk about that kind of concept while I'm in it. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the video.